Okay, I'm gonna just whatever who want to do a special project with very good uh, um, power consumption pumps, like in this case is the Watts, and they cover a couple of manufacturers. Like this one, it shares, but it's I think main manufacturer is Grundos or something, and they make their own pumps, but I'm sure it's the same. It's just they use different paint and all this. The good part about this is 25 watts. So I just want to show you. I'm not using the timer. I'm using Wi-Fi outlet. So just to my setup, so you would to know what to expect from it. 25 watts. It's not a lot of power. It's very economic, and I was trying to achieve this by recirculating the water through the solar panel. And every situation is going to be different, but I'm going to give you my setup so you can know what to expect. So the intake, it comes from the pool. Obviously the suction, all this works. You have a check valve going through. The silicone is that I got this one after I installed this one, the thread cracked, and it was sucking air, so it did not work. But I put like an inch on top of it. By the way, if you use the same manufacturer, which in this case is Charlotte, 3/4 goes over half inch, and inch goes over 3/4. So for now, silicone it is. It comes from that, takes the water, and just to sort the power, basically the cord goes through the Wi-Fi outlet, and then it goes through the temperature setup, and this is the cooling one. They have the heating and cooling, and I'm use this one to not to turn on below certain temperature. So it doesn't need to work or circulate the water if it's 25 watts, but still I want to save more energy on it. So continue that with the plumbing. You have 3/4 output. It's gonna go I would say a good 10 feet, and then it's gonna go up another 4 feet in an angle right there on the roof. The roof is right there. It's I would say 4 feet and straight up, with one check valve, which is under the one was like a gate valve. This one, it's spring loaded, so no problem, it goes through. And I have another check valve over here, so make sure it doesn't go back. The reason I did this, because when the pump is working, it does circulate and my timer turns off. That's the flow. Okay, pretty good flow. It's actually a little bit more than I needed with the 3/4 inch pipe. When it's good temperature outside, the differences could be like a huge. Right now it stays the same, so I have two of them, like one over there main, and this is water right here. Again, just so you get more information, just to know what's the temperature. And now I said another from 4 feet high going through here, and of course the timer will stop when the main pump works, so you don't have to kind of work. And that's the whole reason I use not the timer itself, and I use the Wi-Fi, because I do pause it when the main pump works. So another 4 feet, it goes through on the edge of the roof to the roof, and I'll show you the panels. Second. Okay, on the roof, it comes over here with two flex hose, stainless steel. Then it connects to these pipes, and here's my panels. I use this one from Craigslist. There's two panels, and of course they connected between each other, and then it comes to the other end. It goes all the way back, return. Okay, so how I said, it does pull the water, pushes roughly 12, I would say another 12 along with a small angle, and then we have 4 going up, and then another 4 and 45 angle, and then through the both panels, and then coming back, all these including the suction from the main drain, doesn't stop. How I said, I don't use the timer. The only thing I use on my including on my pool plumbing, I use I forgot what it's called, the angles with wide turns. So including with these ones, you just go on electrical, those PVC, and use those. I don't know if that makes any, it helps, but a little bit easier. I didn't use any angles. All my angles are like white angles, including on a vacuum line, so that helps. I'm sure it does. I'm hoping. Okay, whatever project you have, how I said, it works, but it's very picky not having air in it. So since I have my pump working, not a lot, keep that in mind, my pump works around like 3 hours and 24 hours, 3 hours from 24 hours, and that's like a random on different time of the day, and maybe that helps with the air not accumulating here. But actually I have a good, like a between that, if the air would be, it's gonna fill this one first before it gets over there, so minimum air leakage. But how I said, it works right now beautifully. If you have a project for the solar or any water recirculation, this is pricey, but in the long run it should be worth it. At least I'm telling myself that way. Alrighty, hopefully it helps.